This is the Beer League Society podcast. It's sports talk, not from the press box, but from the sidelines, from the bar stool. We are locked in and ready to go live. Now, here are your hosts, Cody.
Random question. Does anyone know how to ship a toe?
Andy.
Hey gang, let's go out for ice cream.
And Jason.
You didn't wait, you guys saw that?
Taco Tuesday.
What's happening, fellas? How's it going?
What's going on?
It is going. I feel okay for this being not our usual podcast night, but I think the change is kind of good. I think hopefully the rest of the viewership will agree that us trying to compete against the NFL is probably not one of our brightest ideas. I don't know, but
for sure.
Well,
it's also nice that it's not so late in the week, because I know I'm not as tired as I am come Thursday, so I'm for it. I'm for it.
Jason, your the size of your swizzle stick is giving me like some
swizzle envy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting some. Holy jeez, it just keeps going.
I do not know why my swizzle is this long, but it is.
You literally can't even see the spoon part of it.
No, look,
it takes stirring it with a broomstick.
Yeah.
Oh
Jesus, look at that thing.
Just in case you want an extra tall.
Like what? I wonder what is that even for? Like what?
You could stir a 5-gallon bucket with that thing.
Seriously,
I guess
pour some concrete.
If you want to do it with your shaker, I guess, or whatever you call those things, right? I don't. But even from like a block away,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the point of this thing is, but this is what you get. So,
if you need it, you got it.
Right. I'm going to take a grinder and cut half of it off. Right.
It's better to have it and not use it than need it and not have it. Is that
better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it?
I don't know if you can make that, for a swizzle stick, but yeah. There you go. There you go. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It is a two-Luxardo type of day. I love that sound.
Yeah,
I love that sound.
I call that giving your old fashioned some balls. That's what that's the two-Luxardo.
The two-Luxardo day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Got some balls.
It definitely does. It's got
Welcome,
an ET.
everybody. Let's just get this out of the way right away. So we'll just
every week. Wow.
Every week.
Love you, SL. Every week.
Yes.
Can we all do it together on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Here's to
there
Tuesdays,
you go,
fellas.
Yeah. Now will you freaking stop? No, just kidding. You can do it as many times as you want, also.
Yeah.
That's
good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
There is a lot going on in the old Not for Long League.
Yeah.
What's TFD? Opening day for TFD on the docket tonight.
That is the football team. Or that's our softball team. Tomorrow is our opening day. Yeah,
opening night.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fall ball. It's the best time of year too.
Yeah. It
Very
is.
nice.
What are you drinking on? What I guess we could do that real quick too.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the Old Forester, Cody?
I got the Old Forester 1910.
Oh yeah, you did show that.
You're going with the old man, huh? The old man drink, huh?
I'm pulling it out tonight.
I saw the swizzle stick, so I know we got old fashioned going. But
yeah, I'm running low though, so I had to go. My supply is running quite low, so I'm gonna go with the Breck today. But yeah, I got the bib. I need suggestions.
The Bib and Tucker. There you go.
Bib and Tucker,
Bib and
nice.
Tucker. The double.
I need suggestions. What's my next bottle? I need a new bottle. I need to know what to go with.
What do you
try something new. I'm not, I don't like rye, so
if you want something different, something that's kind of a smoother drink,
yes,
you should check out Clyde Mays. It's an Alabama whiskey, and they use apples, but it's a bourbon. It's really good. Or it's a whiskey.
Clyde.
I can't. It's not a bourbon. I don't think.
Well,
but-
yeah, that would be a whiskey. Yes.
Yeah.
But we all know it's well, I can't say it's the same thing. But
have
we
you
get
tried anything from Whiskey Acres yet? That's been one that's made.
I have
on
not.
my
You
list
have
a lot.
you have done that quite a bit.
Trying
That's
to
a
get
good
some
one?
people into the local to us, to Jason and I.
Yeah.
Distilleries, but
Mhm.
I always try to go for like local stuff. I think we have a decent showing of like whiskey and bourbon distilleries in the area.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
right. I forgot about that one bottle I have. What is that one?
So
Purple
we got
Blend.
just drink a Cutwater already.
I ran out, John. I gotta restock.
That's rookie numbers right there. You always got to keep it stocked.
Always got to keep it stacked.
Today is an
Yeah.
old fashioned day. It's a crap
Today
day.
is- oh.
I need a
Shit day
double
in Suck City.
double shot.
Yeah.
shot.
After
everything's
this
just
week, I
bigger.
needed something strong.
Yeah, look at the size of that shot glass, man.
Jesus Christ, man!
I don't
He's
know.
gonna-
It
he's
got-
gonna-
What is going on? Did you
a
like shop at like
giant-
the
The
you got, like,
giant
this
store.
Texas store or something like that? Everything he got is just comically large today.
Was it the bigger the swizzle stick, the closer to God? Is that what it is?
Right. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it. No, it is quite annoying because how do you even pack this thing, right? Like, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
So
Where do you
it's
put
like
it? Yeah,
it
so you gotta hang
sits
it up
in
with
my
your broom.
bookshelf and sticks out, and I always like run into it.
Yeah.
So at one point, I'm gonna bring it on the show, and it's gonna be all freaking bent in a pretzel because I'm gonna like run into it and fall on it or something.
Yeah.
Get stabbed with a swizzle stick.
Just
Yeah.
impaled by. I mean, you.
Well, it
we
couldn't
could-
hurt any worse than some of the storylines that we had this
I
week
was-
in the NFL.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you went that way. I was
Nice
gonna go.
segue. Nicely done.
That was a good segue. I was gonna go with like the list of things that Jason's been impaled on and over like the last month. But
Dude, I'm
but,
still
yeah,
working.
we can
I'm
go.
still working through that one. I
Yeah.
think it's affecting my speech for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Jeez.
poked in the brain by a
Uh-huh.
digger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like post hole digger.
Post hole
Yeah.
digger. Yeah.
Yeah. The scar is pretty good. Anywho. So yeah, good
Yeah,
segue,
NFL,
Cody. Yeah, come on.
week 3.
Get us started. You were
We're
taking
getting
the
there. We're
notes.
getting there.
We got
No,
some-
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
ready. We're
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Jason and
Let's
I
do
are
it.
ready to talk week 3.
We
But
are.
I don't know how much Cody is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, John, right
Well,
off
I
I'm
know-
back on the wagon, man. I'm back on the wagon.
John already brought it up because can we please talk about how the Patriots ripped my heart out and swallowed it and then shit it out again? Hey, John, you're in good company this week. trust
Right.
me. You're in good company.
There was a
That's
lot
right.
of that going on. Yeah, there was definitely. Bears finally got their first win. We'll just get that out of
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Bears won and the Packers lost.
And the Packers lost. That's what do we call that in Chicago? That's like a good week.
Heaven. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good week, right?
That's a good. And not only did they lose, they lost in glorious fashion, which just always makes me smile.
Mm-hmm. We
Yeah.
got plenty. I got a few things, on the docket for that in the meme section later tonight. So we'll
Yeah.
cover that a little bit. But yeah,
This has to have been the craziest week I can remember as far as just crazy plays. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think there were 3
Special
games going
teams.
on at the same exact time that had a blocked field goal, 2 of which resulted in the game scoring like
Yeah.
game winning drive, like craziness.
absolutely
that,
bonkers.
That Packers one that really capped it off though. That was wild.
Sure did. Sure did. It was glorious.
Yeah.
It's been Reddit's been just a like absolute lousy with the best possible Packers takes right now, and I'm loving it.
Oh,
Like,
for
it-
sure.
Oh,
This is what I live
love
for.
I love how you like deleted your Facebook and Instagram, and instead you're resorting
right.
to Reddit, which is
To Reddit.
like,
He goes
like-
from he jumps on the fryer into the or what is it? The fryer in the frying pan, whatever
Yeah.
that is, the frog.
I don't see
Yeah.
anything wrong with that.
he
I
went.
don't
He
know what you
went.
guys are
Yeah,
talking about.
you went into the you went from the dumpster to the dumpster fire.
Right.
Like
Maybe it's the anonymity that makes it okay because it's
Right.
not like your friends or family that are saying crazy shit. It's
Mhm.
strangers, which that's what the internet's for. So
right.
I get it for that.
Don't
I
don't
like-
worry,
yeah, I
John.
like the
we won't spend
anonymity.
too much time on it. It's all right. We got to hit it a
we're-
little bit.
We gotta
Little
hit
bit.
it a little bit. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you saw. Don't think for a second you didn't see that flea flicker, and
Right,
just
this-
like for a small second, for the first time probably in the history, envied a Bears quarterback for at least like a couple of seconds, because that was a pretty dope throw, back foot.
I mean, that was a dime.
It was an
in the
absolute
basket.
dime.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Absolutely.
And it
beautiful.
did not make up for a lot of the other stuff that we've already talked about. I'm not a Chicago doomer that's like everybody that's out there is like, oh well, yeah, but he missed this pass and that pass, and it's like that,
Take
like
the wins when you get them.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Give me another cheesy beef before I give my third heart attack for the day. Like it's like it's just brutal.
Caleb did
in
buy
Chicago.
he did buy hot dogs for everybody today in the city, so that was
the Wiener
pretty cool.
Circle.
Oh.
Yeah. The Wiener Circle put
glizzy.
up a free glizzies if Caleb throws 4 touchdowns before the game somehow. If he throws for 4 tutties, that they would give free glizzies to everybody, and they made good on that. So
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
Line was a block long. But yeah, that was a good throw. Terrible flea flicker execution.
Yeah.
But if you go back and look at the video, it was not a very clean release. Like he got hit as he was like throwing it back. Like there was some traffic in
You
there.
mean
And
you're
if
talking about Swift?
Swift, yeah. So
The
when you try to throw it
gladiator.
backwards,
Yeah.
and if you nice, I got to throw that one up. But like, if you
Mauricio.
yeah, what's up, Mauricio? He's a recent subscriber, so cheers to you.
Oh,
And
nice.
we'll throw you up on the feed for that one, the Glizzy Gladiator.
Yeah.
But
he's a real one. He's a real
Nice.
one. I like.
Dave Wanstash, our old coach, the guy with
Stash.
8 men on a side, mustache, always like just a little, always just a little bit unbalanced.
Half stash.
He did a breakdown of the flea flicker, and he brought up a pretty decent point. Like when he teaches the flea flicker, he says everybody on all the running backs that run the flea flicker, they stop it too short and pitch it back. And he says the real key to running a good flea flicker is to get like right up into the line
It's
of
to
scrimmage.
sell it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a sell.
It's
Yeah.
to
To- I mean, like,
disappear behind
there-
the line.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of cells, but he says like the cell that often gets overlooked is the actual flea
First
flicker.
contact.
Exactly. Go into the line and then try to get it back out. And I think that's kind of what happened to Swift there. Was he did just that. He went straight into the line. A little bit of traffic made him, but like yeah.
And then he
It
just
wasn't how
turned.
deep.
Then he turned around.
It wasn't how deep.
That's with the ball.
It
You
wasn't
take
how
this.
deep he went into the line. It's how deep he threw it.
Right.
That was the
Yeah.
issue.
Right. Yeah. He lobbed it like a fucking grenade in Call of Duty or something.
Right. He said,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty crazy.
But
that
then,
was pretty crazy.
but then Caleb with the longest air yards of a throw in the NFL this year
this
on
season.
that,
It's pretty good.
flat-footed,
Flat-footed.
60 something yards.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Here's another transition for you. Speaking of darts, we officially have a quarterback change in New York.
Jackson
Right.
Wilson, he's out. Dart is in. I think
We
all
got-
of the Giants are singing to the heavens right now. 'cause
Right.
It doesn't
Right.
take very long recently for
Dude, what?
for hope to run out on Russell Wilson.
Did,
So,
wait,
happened
but
to
didn't that take like a week?
it didn't take very long. Yeah,
Like
after
last
after
week?
2 weeks, they
Yeah.
were like, it's about time.
But didn't he play? Didn't he play pretty?
We've seen enough.
Yeah, didn't he play pretty good last week? Or when it was week 1, maybe that was the week. It was
didn't
week
get-
1.
Yeah, I think he only got was he get 1 snap last week or something like that, and it was like
It
he
was
rushed
week. It was week 1
or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing: you know what you have with Russell Wilson. It's not working out. You don't know what you have in Dart. I think at this point, it's. I mean,
It's a no-brainer.
what do you have to lose? You
Right.
know?
It's an absolute
Fair.
no-brainer.
Yeah.
Right.
You have
Well,
nothing to lose.
and you have a coach that's fighting for his life. So those
Oh, yeah.
types of moves are going to be made.
Oh yeah, he's in the hot seat of all hot seats. It's like Miami and New York. Like that's like those are like 1 and 2.
So who loses their job first before the end of the year? Dable
McDaniel.
or so head coaches plus I'm going to I'll throw an Eberflus in there too. So you got McDaniel,
Oh, jeez.
Dable,
I don't
and
think.
Eberflus.
I don't
Which one makes it through the year?
Eberflus makes it through the
Eberflus.
year.
He makes
think
it through
so?
the year for sure.
Yeah.
I do.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Have you
I
not
do.
seen? Yeah, they don't fire coaches midseason very often. There, I mean, they'll fight the whole and they'll shit on them all off season, but midseason they don't make midseason changes very often.
I think there's too many scapegoats with him. Like Dallas is not the type of person or not the type of team to just like introspectively look at where their bad play is and make changes because of that. Like that's just not their MO. They may not succeed at putting together like rosters, but like once they have their roster, nobody's like more committed to that roster than the Cowboys.
And Jerry Jones probably has some pity on him for losing, for getting rid of Parsons, putting him in that position.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
So.
So you got the scapegoat of, we lost Parsons,
Right.
I lost Lamb early in that one.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. There's too many scapegoats. And I think Eberflus, like the fact that they hired him in general means like, because they hired him as a defensive coordinator, which they obviously suspect within reason is his core competency.
But you've been in Reddit world.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw
The
Dallas subs.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
they want his head.
I mean, they're out there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they want his head.
Absolutely.
That's
I just don't think
Tuesday
that's not
Dallas,
Jerry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jerry's just not the type of guy to do that. But to digress a little bit, Russell's stats, he was week 1 was rough. 17 of 37 for 168, a 46
I thought he did better.
Week 2 he did good. He was 30 of 40.
That's what 30. See, I knew. I thought it was week 2.
Yeah, against Dallas no less. 30 of 41, 450 yards, 73 completion percentage, 3 tutties and a pick. He had no touchdowns, no interceptions in week 1, and obviously week 3, 18 of 32, 160 for a 56.3 completion percentage, no touchdowns and 2 picks. So pretty brutal.
That's tough. I mean, he's not the only one that lost his job this week. So I mean, Penix was benched. I mean, two interceptions and 0 touchdown. I mean, Kirk when they pull Kirk back in, that it's like, oh no, especially this early in the season.
Right.
I mean, yeah, the fact that Kirk got pulled in, I think they had seen enough that game.
Right.
Matt Martin asked Cody, do you think Winston goes to the Bengals? Big pickup. I don't know. He'd be fun to watch. I mean, he may throw for 40 touchdowns. He's going to throw for 40 interceptions too. It would be. I mean,
it'd be fun to watch.
He's going to sling it.
We kind of talked about this earlier, like in the chat too. What's Winston's contract at? Because I think obviously whatever you're picking up for a stopgap solution, or maybe you're not at this point. Of course. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're ready to put Joe back into the
they'll ride Joe into the ground. Joe's body will give out before the Bengals give up on him. Trust me.
Good. All right. Well, in that case, yeah, you're looking for something that's a manageable contract that you don't have to eat after year 1 when he's sitting on the bench.
Right.
What is Winston's contract?
I don't know. I mean, all the chatter has been, are the Bengals going to pick up Kirk Cousins? Are they going to pick up Winston? Like, there's a lot of names going around. Kirk Cousins is a definite no. Just for the simple fact of, I mean, it's like
they'll have to pick up that contract,
$60 million to get out of the contract or something like that, and they're not interested in keeping him after this season once Burrow gets back. So
they need a stopgap.
Right, they need a stopgap, and my concern is that they're not going to see Winston as a dramatic enough increase over what Browning has shown historically to justify the additional cost, and on top of that. A lot of what happened on Sunday, which was absolutely horrific, was not Browning's fault. I mean, we had 3 turnovers in 4 snaps, not 4 drives, 4 snaps. We had a fumble, a kickoff return fumbled, got the kickoff again, didn't fumble that, throw a 9-yard pass to Chase, he immediately fumbles. I mean, what are you supposed to do? And he honestly can't even blame the defense either because
that was
getting
like special teams, right?
Yeah, they're getting the ball on the 25-yard line.
Do you need something, Cody?
Yeah, if you could figure out how to ship that to me along with that toe that I've been talking about in the intro. No, but it's one of those.
bring that back up, Jason. Just bring it back up for a second. For a second. You downplay this every time you bring. Look at
it's beautiful.
Look at that.
That's craftsmanship.
The artwork.
Right
the artwork on that bag
is a Sharpie.
Insane.
Well done.
It's insane. Every single one of those tiers.
Designer show.
It's an equal number of tiers.
Every single one of them is perfect.
It's a symmetrical amount of tiers.
You somehow perfected the sad face.
Yeah, right. And you somehow freehanded
we've
the
had
Amazon
a lot of practice
logo.
here in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you somehow freehanded something that turned out to be the Amazon logo for the mouth too.
Right. Seriously.
I don't like. Yeah.
It looks like
which I have to imagine.
It's got corners on both sides though.
Yeah, fair. But think about the amount of money that Amazon probably paid some design agency to put together the logo that they did, and Jason just whips out a Sharpie and puts it on a bag for a fucking podcast gag. Like
any other Chicago fan could probably do just as well as I can, considering we've had enough practice.
Practice.
Mm-hmm.
The definition of interception.
Practice with the sads.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Jake Browning again. The Bengals were losing the game when he came in. He threw 3 interceptions in the second half and still won the game. And it's not like you could say like, oh, it was, Chase Brown or like, no, it was him. Like he was heaving the ball. And that's the same thing. He has a very similar mental like mindset as Jameson Williams. Or Jameson Winston. I'm a huck it.
Right.
And if you're hucking it to, if you got Jamar Chase and T Higgins out there,
it's a good.
I mean, that's a pretty sweet. Screw it, they're out there somewhere. Group to throw it to. So I mean,
right?
He may have thrown 3 interceptions and a half, but he also led a game-winning drive and drove it in himself. So
I don't have it in my memes, but were you referencing there was one that was floating out there with Danny Dimes where he threw a bomb to Neighbors. And like the caption was, "Fuck it, Neighbors is out there somewhere."
I mean, that was a thing back when it was, "Fuck it, Odell Beckham Jr.'s out there somewhere." It's been a thing for a long.
It's a running joke.
The only difference is it's so funny because, and we've seen this a lot recently with. Man, you just think they're like, man, maybe they just weren't as good as we thought they were when they got drafted. And then they go to a system that actually plays to their strengths and you see them explode. We saw it with, obviously we're still seeing it with Baker Mayfield. We saw it with Sam Darnold. We're seeing it with Danny Dimes. It really does show like, man, a terrible franchise can really destroy a great quarterback.
We know that all.
Don't we know it? Don't we know it?
I guess in fairness, we don't necessarily know it because a lot of our quarterbacks, it's not like they all went on to be something.
This is true.
Special afterwards, but like we definitely know what it means to not be able to develop a quarterback, but that also means
we like ruining them.
We might also be very bad at just evaluating quarterback talent in general. But
someone said the Red Rocket is another option. I'm going to assume. I'm assuming they're referencing the Red Rifle, which is Andy Dalton.
Right.
Is he not the Red Rocket?
No, it's the Red Rifle, but Red Rocket's better for sure.
Right.
It is
for sure.
Full circle. Let's get Dalton back in there.
Right, oh my gosh.
Right. But,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone watched that absolute massacre of a game. It was the hardest thing to watch. And I'm a Bengals fan, lifelong Bengals fan. I've seen some pretty horrific, ugly games. That was the most egregious. I literally halfway through the second quarter, I'm like, Joan, I look forward to this game all week long. And my excitement lasted about 7 minutes.
It sounds like us last week.
But if you should have listened to me, because if I recall when you sent me the Bengals injury report, I said and then subsequently backtracked, but I did say I think they're going to hang a 40 burger at least up on that defense.
For sure.
And they didn't get a 50 burger. Yeah, we got the 50 burger.
We got the 50 burger. Well, and not even from the same team. I was at the point where I was kind of using the transitive property of mathematics to say that I feel like if we got a 50 burger hung on us by Detroit, Pythagorea, man. Come on, go back to school if you don't know what I'm talking about. If we got a 50 burger hung on us from Detroit, I didn't think it was that far of a stretch to say that a 40 burger. Yeah, well, but like again, tools and like it's not like
it's not like he didn't have anybody to throw to.
Exactly.
Justin Jefferson didn't have a great game. No one on the offense had a great game. They were single-handedly dominating that game by one man.
Yeah.
One guy. And I'll talk about him later. He's going to show up in a later segment. But
is that good, bad, ugly? Do you want to transition it?
That's a perfect transition. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. All right. We'll go to good, bad, ugly.
It's time for the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right. Good, bad, ugly. Segueing right into it.
Who's starting?
Who's going to go first?
I'll go first because it's a perfect segue. Isaiah Rodgers had the best game from a defensive player likely in NFL history in the first half of that game. I understand there have been some outrageous games in the past. Has anyone done this? In a span of probably 6 plays, he had a interception, return for a touchdown. He had a strip, forced fumble, recovered it himself, returned it for a touchdown. The very next series had a kickoff return. They don't fumble it, thank God. Throw it to Jamar Chase. He peanut punch forces another fumble. This happened in the span of about 3 minutes.
That was
in real lifetime, it was about 7 years of my life that was gone because of that series of events. But that was, I've never seen anything like it. And that guy had the game of his life, and we just happened to be on the wrong end of it. But what an incredible game.
That was definitely the best stretch, I think, of whatever minutes ever, for sure. Like, that's brutal for you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, brutal. Someone else go before I start crying on camera.
All right. I'll go with my good. My week 3 good is going to be the Eagles, and particularly Jordan Davis, showing some love for the big man. He was another one of those guys who was in on the special teams, like meaningless, but still got to show love for at the end of the game, blocking the field goal, returning it for a touchdown. 61 yards for a 330-pound lineman running 61 yards. He was clocked at 18.59 miles per hour.
Screaming for a big man.
The fastest top speed by any player over 330 pounds since at least 2017. 61 yards was the longest touchdown returned by an interior lineman in over 59 years, and the longest of any kind by an Eagles interior lineman. And then you top it off too. On defense, he recorded 4 tackles, 3 solo, and a pass deflection. And like through 3 games in 2025, he's got 10 solos, 6 assists, and 16 tackles. Like the entire Eagles was my good. I focused in on Jordan Davis a little bit, but talk about horseshoe up your ass to win that game at the end there. And then like I think one of my favorite things too was like they focused in on Jalen Hurts, like as that kick gets blocked, absolute statue the whole time. Like, talk about a guy who's like just burned right now by like the entire NFL disrespecting him. Like his team just won on a blocked field goal, and he was like a complete statue throughout the entire thing. Like no emotions whatsoever. Like worse than Smoke and Jay. Like just frozen in time. And like that's like the stone cold assassin kind of vibes I'm just getting from the Eagles this year, and it could be dangerous, I feel like. I mean, kind of an easy pickings, like low hanging fruit. But
you calling a repeat there? Or?
It's looking that way so far. Very early on is kind of my lean right now.
Yeah.
They are a confident team, that's for sure.
There's other stuff that could get in the way that I'll foreshadow for later on in this segment. So let's hear your
all the foreshadowing going
Side
on
note,
today is.
Before you go, Jason, we've got a comment in the chat. We have a question, I guess, a fantasy question. Should I trade CMC for Quentin Johnston? He is going nuclear this year. Love that for Quentin Johnston. Of course, obviously, this is a obvious no. Like, you're not going to trade CMC for Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston has possibly the worst. I think he just discovered that he has hands this year. That was his negative. That was his drawback. Even through the combine, it's like he is a massive human being that catches the ball with his body, and to the point where even in the preseason, when the wide receivers around you are naturally cradling under you when you're wide open because they're expecting you to drop it, it's not a great sign. So, and on top of that. Love that. Love this 3-game stretch for Johnston. Yeah, such a great meme. The crazy part, it wasn't even a meme. It's just a picture. This actually happens. This is a habit they've learned from playing with this guy. Mm-hmm. But here's the issue from a real strategic standpoint on why you wouldn't make a trade like that is what is making his so far performance so stellar is his touchdown dependency and his boom plays, right? So he's getting, in week 2, he had 71 yards. He got that off of 3 receptions and a touchdown. Yeah. 3 receptions and a touchdown. That is not, that's not something that you can predict from a week-to-week basis. Last week, he had 5 receptions. Fine. That's fine. Again, not something that you're going to start consistently. If you were told, hey, Jamar Chase is going to get 5 receptions every week, you're not going to start him, right? Because it's too dependent on yards, big plays, and touchdowns, right? He had 5 receptions for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's not over the length of a season. It's not predictable enough. And what you're really looking for is it's the same.
You got to flex him into matchups. I feel like
right. It's not something that you're familiar with. You're not comfortable with playing, right? If you're sliding him in for a bye week or something like that, great. It's always nice to have somebody with that home run upside. But what you're chasing is a higher floor than he's willing to offer from a week-to-week basis, right?
Week to week, yeah.
So, and that's the thing. It's again, crushing it. Love that for him. Rooting for him. He was a first-round draft pick. He looked like the bust of all bust the first few years that they've had him. Thank God he's pulled together a stretch right now. But from fantasy football strategy perspective, you're looking for consistency, and he's not going to offer that for you.
And there's a lot of wide receivers, especially kind of some of the a little bit older tier at this point right now, where they're all kind of falling into that thing where you kind of get tricked into thinking these are the guys that were dependable 4 or 5 years ago.
Keenan Allen.
But yeah, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, Jacoby Myers, a lot of these guys, they could still put up points, but they're not getting solid production week to week. And so you see them bust out for a week and you think, oh, maybe this is, a guy I can depend on. But to Cody's point, it's if it's all boom play and off of connecting once or twice, are you really going to trust that on your roster? Anything other than flex or just to cover a bye week or something like that? I just don't see, especially if you're going to trade a known quantity for that guy. No.
Right.
John says
and to be fair, John, I know you were kidding.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because some people aren't, and they're making trades like that, and it's pissing everybody off.
Right. For sure.
But
all right. So back to Jason. Good. Jason's good.
My good. Yeah. So Lions are for real, and I'm just gonna pick the whole darn team because they showed up on defense, they showed up on offense. Now, while it wasn't a juggernaut of a performance by Jared Goff, I think he had his passer rating was about 78 points something.
Yeah,
but he still had 200 yards.
How about it?
A touchdown, and the ball
and
was
his
just
booty cheeks too. Right, I don't know if you saw that. Amon-Ra's booty cheeks made an appearance on.
I did see that. And
Cody doesn't know.
Cody doesn't know. Is that a meme later
his
on?
booty cheeks.
Yeah. He goes.
He caught a pass and like he did
Got his
like a
pants pulled up.
celebration. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No. He didn't have his pants pulled down. He had, like they were just so damn tight that when he popped up and he did his little shimmy, like you could see his little booty cheeks like tighten up, like
Clench up. Nice.
just clench up.
I was probably too busy, crying to notice the booty cheeks.
Sure.
Through your tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also the ball distribution was really, really good during that game. Everybody got touches. I think Laporta, obviously Laporta got involved. St. Brown, the whole crew was really, really involved. And then I was going to say I think what is it? I think my 160 yards on something on the ground.
They had 4 rushing touchdowns.
151 yards on 12 attempts. And Gibbs had 60.
He did have a 72-yard rush or something like that.
Right.
He did.
And then,
one of his was a bust, like a boom.
Gibbs had 67 yards on 22 attempts. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy.
How many yards did he have receiving?
I think, right? Probably like 40, 50.
Receiving. Monty had 1 for 13. Gibbs had 32. Gibbs had 6 targets, 5 receptions, 32 yards.
Just under 100 all-purpose, which is a respectable game.
Yeah,
that is a respectable game. Absolutely,
especially when you compare that to Monty's game too, because it's like like normally one kind of cannibalizes the other a little bit, but if they can both eat for all-purpose yards, like that's
about as good as a distribution that you're gonna get.
Yeah,
between
200. What was it, like 230? Then all-purpose yards between the two of them. Like, come on, that's perfect.
That's classic. Sean Payton in New Orleans. Alvin Kamara and Ingram. Numbers like that's that 1-2 punch receiving back. North south. Pound it down your throat back, and it's working together. It's a thing of beauty when it's humming.
Mm-hmm.
And they contain Lamar Jackson, and Aiden Hutchinson on Monday, he is back.
Aiden Hutchinson is back.
He's playing angry.
I need to check the validity of this, but somebody posted in non-meme format that he had 30 pressures that game.
I mean, he was in every play. I mean, I wouldn't be. That's an insane I wouldn't be number, shocked, but I wouldn't be
30
shocked.
Is
His
insane.
name got called all game long. Yeah.
All game, yeah.
Yeah. That's a wild
and they didn't shy away from showing his mom either, too. I don't know if you guys caught
that whole family looks like it was pulled out of like a Columbia catalog or something. But
he had a sack.
They are problems in the NFC North for sure.
100%. 100%.
It'll be interesting to see kind of how it goes throughout the season.
It'll be an ebb and flow, but I think
there'll be some ebbs and flows. If nothing else, it told me that, and I'm not going to go ahead yet and say that the Bears are part of this mix, but the NFC North is still going to be a division that's going to be very competitive. Like across the teams that are at the top of it. I'm not going to be that guy that says that that's the division to beat like it was last year, just because we did absolutely fuck all in the playoffs. So you can't It doesn't matter that you come back next year and you kind of continue the same pace. Again, me, prove it. So
right.
I'm not willing to call them the division to beat just yet, but if nothing else, it's going to be highly competitive again, because we've seen what the Packers have done early on. The Vikings are a little bit of a question mark in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're a bit of a wild card, but they can string together wins, and so you can't count them out. They're not dead in the water yet. And
I feel like the Vikings
obviously
are the Bears of last year. They've got weapons. They just have an unproven quarterback that we just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
There's a lot of correlations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There absolutely is. All right. What's our bads?
All right. Let's move on to bads.
Well, I would throw one out there. Buff Vibes just said CMC is on pace for his highest pace for touches. which is
Ooh.
wild because that
Very.
man
That's
has had some
crazy.
outrageous
Touch
years in
magnet.
Carolina, and he is 29 years old.
Yeah.
Another reason why
is-
not to get rid of him.
That is also that is not a great way to manage your almost 30-year-old running back if you're trying
Who's
to be a
injury
competitive
prone?
who's
Injury
injury
prone.
prone. To be fair, he's injury prone due to overuse, but
Right.
And now you're
That's
just, but now
crazy.
you're, yeah, exactly. Now you're doing the very thing that makes him injury prone.
I
And
And
just
they might
like
not
to
have a
live
choice for at least the
dangerously.
short.
Right.
Right. They might have a
Yeah.
choice for the short term.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
not to
especially-
interrupt you, but that was
All
a
right.
crazy call out.
What's your bad, Andy?
You want me to go first or?
I think it's
Cody.
mine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
me,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go
So this was my ugly until I saw a stat earlier, but now it's my bad. It is the Bengals turnovers, and really just turnovers in general across the league this week. Derrick Henry, that poor man, like he has
Poor
just
guy,
got a case of the fumbles like I haven't seen since Adrian Peterson. Like
Yeah,
Mm.
and like that game, like what was it? The game against the Bills, like he had such a fucking awesome game.
Amazing
And it
game.
was
and he
overshadowed.
and he single-handedly lost that game. for
Lost it, and then this
Yeah.
one was another decent
cost his team
if-
the game.
Yeah.
No
game,
sugarcoating
but
it.
cost it. Yep, cost
Yep.
him the game. Yeah,
Cost them the
1000%.
game.
Crazy.
So my bad this week is just the fumbles, just
fumbles.
league wide, especially the Bengals. But man, it just seemed like everywhere. Man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Andy.
All right, my bad. Russell Wilson and the Giants, but Russell Wilson, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so we talked about some of his stats over like the last 3 games, but in the KC game, pressured on 54.1% of his dropbacks, completed 5 of 15 for 33 yards on those pressures. In the entire game, he was 18 of 32 for 160 with 2 interceptions and no touchdowns for a PFF of 39.3. And all that pressure came with KC not even blitzing. Like,
Which is
it was
insane.
just exactly. Yeah. They only blitzed on 6 of 37 dropbacks. So basically he was getting like just clean pocket heat, like out of nowhere. And then you factor in the like the one that this will make a comeback in the memes too, but like that 4th and 13 from the goal line, and he fucking throws a pass and doinks it off the
goalpost.
The goalpost. Come on, man. And you
Right.
just look at his body language too, like when they were cutting to him, and he just looks like whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I don't think he's not interested in playing well. I just don't know if maybe it's like not a good system fit or something. But he clearly hasn't bought in, and it's going to spell trouble for the Giants for sure. But
Man,
now they're going to make a change. So,
Right.
and good on them for doing it.
We're gonna
because
see what they
I-
got.
Yeah.
I don't see them winning with Russ at this point.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
So I got 2 bads. My first bad
That's not allowed.
is I can have as many bads as I want. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Have you
fine.
seen his swizzle stick? He'll do whatever the hell he wants.
As long as you don't whip me with the swizzle stick, I mean, you can have 2 beds because
I think he could hit me from here.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is one of those it's like a horse crop. Anyway, so strange.
I'm glad you said crop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one there. All right, my bads. My bads are Genty because
Ashton.
is he a bust yet? Yeah,
So-
3.1 yards a carry and cannot pass block if his freaking life depended on it. So,
I have a stat for you on that one.
Yeah,
all right, give it to
I
me.
saw this too.
Ashton J&T has 144 total yards this season. He has 145 rushing yards after contact.
Wow.
Let me say that again. He has 144 total yards.
So, yeah.
He has 145 yards after contact.
So he's
That
lost
man-
yardage.
Is getting hit in the backfield
Wait a minute though.
and
He was-
screaming and clawing and crying and like just
But
whatever he can.
but
to get
wait,
back to the line of scrimmage.
he was the contact guy, right? Like everybody housed him to
but
be
not
the
behind the line
so
of
much you can
scrimmage.
do, right?
Yeah.
You have to have the ball in
Hey,
your hands before you're
Hey,
getting hit.
it never stopped Barry Sanders. He never had an offensive line. My goodness.
Let's be fair. I do not think there's any world where we think Ashton Genty is Barry Sanders. But
Hey,
I get
everybody
your
was
point.
everybody was pimping this guy as being the next thing. So
No, but I think you're
there's
you're
that.
right to question it because and I did too.
and his pass blocking is garbage. Absolute horse
yeah.
garbage. It's just garbage.
But that's also, again, going back to the Derrick Henry thing. Like, it takes a minute to get used to learning something that you've never had to do because you're always the one running the ball or catching the
is true.
ball. You're never the one standing back there blocking.
This is true.
When you're Ashton Janty and you're the best player on your team everywhere you go, they're not asking you to pass block.
This is true. All right. Still after 3 games, play has been crap.
To be fair,
and yes, I know
it's underwhelming.
statistically underwhelming, and yes, I realize, Buff, that there is absolutely zero blocking. But
Yeah.
he was number 10 overall.
I think it. Yeah, I
Number
do
one
think
in
it's
your
fair.
hearts.
Number 1 in your hearts.
I do think it's fair to question because, like, again, I was removed. We've talked about this before, but I was removed. Like, I don't watch enough college football. So I was watching because the Bears were potentially targeting him. I was watching a lot of tape on him. And so I subscribed to the narrative that was fed to me, which was, he's from a smaller team, market team or smaller conference team. He's not playing against NFL caliber talent and stuff like that. I think, again,
Said the same thing about Josh Allen.
yeah, and the same things being said about Caleb Williams too. Like, not necessarily about the talent, but that, like, the problems or the knock on him from college is carrying over into the NFL. Yeah. And I think at this point in the season, it's unwise to discredit the fact that there could be some problems there. That I don't go out and say, oh, everybody should say no, Ashton Genty's just fine. Everything's all good. We can put him, write this off as being just entirely an offensive line issue. But you also just need to consider the possibility of the flip side. And that was what I was starting to do with Caleb and what I've had to do with other players too, is like consider the flip side that, like, not necessarily doubt per se, but just be pragmatic about it and just don't automatically dismiss the problems that people were calling out because you think differently from them or you're happy that you're, like that your team got them or something like that. Like, just be pragmatic, like take it all as input. And as the weeks progress, we'll know more about what Ashton Genty is. But to Jason's point, it's like, like, this is not something way out of left field. Yeah. These are kind of some similar things, question marks about him coming in from the draft. There's some smoke. Exactly. Yeah. Just consider it that. There's some smoke. We don't know that there's a fire, but there's some smoke.
Right. Oh, and that's the thing. I think there's also recency bias. So you can be excited about a again, generational talent is thrown around pretty willy-nilly these days. With that being said, there, outside of Ashton Genty and Bijan Robinson, the only 2 other running backs that tested as high as they did in pre-draft rankings was Saquon Barkley and Ezekiel Elliott. That's it. That's the list. Yeah. That is it. That has been, and again, there's this recency bias that, rookies are supposed to come out and set the world on fire immediately.
Yeah,
right.
Which it happens.
Well, and especially for running backs.
Rare.
Right.
But it happens.
Especially for running backs.
Bijan was slow. Derrick Henry, it took 3 years before he was palatable to watch.
Yeah.
Right.
Why do you think Saquon's on the Eagles right now too? Right.
Right.
Well, injury didn't help that either, but
fair. Cost and everything like that.
Yeah. But, all right. So my other bad.
But I don't think you give him up. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, let's keep it rolling. So what's your other bad?
My other bad because I can't go a full pod without crapping on the pack. So that would be Jordan Love, and not because Jordan he still had an 89 .1 passer rating. But he had a 1.6 yards per air yards per attempt.
Yeah,
which is the single worst since 2020.
Check down
and
merchant.
the worst since 2008. Well, no, since 2018, and only matched by Kirk Cousins in 2020. So, so horrible. Not only that, interception at a really crappy time. Bunch of 3-and-outs. Basically lost that game for them. And I couldn't be happier. So
losing the game for them was a strong take for sure. But I don't necessarily disagree. But I've not heard anybody.
He has an uncanny knack,
especially when
for doing stupid crap at the worst possible time.
Yeah,
he does.
No, you're not wrong about that for sure.
So like he'll play a great game and then he'll just do something inevitably like you scratch your head and you're like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
and puts the team.
Train.
Nope.
No love for the love train. You're not gonna get any.
That's my bad.
Anybody here? That's for sure.
That's right.
Cool.
All right.
We
Uglies.
moving on to ugly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my ugly now. Like I said, it was going to be the Bengals.
We're changing.
Now it is the Atlanta Falcons.
as a body,
as
entire team.
Specifically the offense, but as horrific as you think your team was this week, regardless of what your team was, how they played, what records were broken because of how historically terrible your team played, the Atlanta Falcons offense did not break the 30-yard line all game long.
The entire game. Yeah.
Not one time did they break the 30-yard line.
That's like the negative equivalent of
that's like a Bears. That's like a Bears stat. I love it.
Yeah, like whatever.
Crazy.
That's like the opposite stat of what it was. It took like 10 quarters for the Colts to finally punt. Like, yeah,
right.
Oh yeah,
not crossing the 30 in the entire game is pretty brutal.
And here's the thing: like, I would a stat like that, I would have expected from like the Saints, or I mean, hell, even the Browns. Now the Bears have too many weapons, but like the Atlanta Falcons are loaded with talent.
Yes,
they have arguably the best running back in the NFL right now, like young running back, like in Bijan Robinson. They have a 6'5" and 6'6", I think it is, combo between Drake London and Kyle Pitts. They are loaded with. How could you not accidentally break the 30-yard line with that group of people?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
How could you not accidentally? I mean, hell, a cornerback for the Vikings had 2 touchdowns this week. One defensive guy had 2 touchdowns this week, and your offense couldn't do it could break the 30-yard line in a full game. That is the definition of an ugly game, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. There was some good Penix stats like floating around too. Like I think he's like his just efficacy against any team when they score more than 7 points. Like now, granted, it's defense to offense, but it's like if his team can't keep them under 7, he's lost every game. Ineffective. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's pretty brutal, especially considering those weapons that you aforementioned. Yeah. Who's the problem? It'll be interesting to see. All right. My ugly is Tush Push. It's getting a little bit out of control right now, I feel like. Some stats. Open week 3 with a Tush Push. 1-yard touchdown. I think basically my reasoning for the Tush Push is because there's a lot of churn right now around how, like, if you start to look at the tape, how many offsides there are and false starts there are. And like, it's just
something going on there.
Something's going on there, and it's not being called consistently. And I don't know if that's to like just vault this whole thing back into a little bit conspiracy theory maybe, but like vault it back into the narrative for them to take a look at it, because I outside of Philly, I don't know a lot of teams that are like, or a lot of fan bases. I'll say there are some teams, but I don't know that there's a lot of fan bases that like the Tush Push. But like historically, the Eagles convert like 96.6% on fourth down with the tush push. League wide, it's like 84%. I don't know that I'm in favor of like taking away something just simply because it's effective.
Right.
You know, like that's not my
that's
take.
my issue with it. Is like, man, like how do you? It's not. They're not doing anything illegal. So like, how could you justify like banning it because you don't want to go against it or you're not good at it? Like that's the hard part with that. Like,
I just don't. I
what's the
don't
argument?
understand. Yeah, I don't I just don't understand the inconsistency with the officiating on it. Like it seems
That's an
you know
issue.
again. Like to me
Right.
that's the core of the issue is like I don't know if this is like conspiracy level because they're trying to outlaw it or you know like they want to keep it being controversial so that it gets scrutinized more and more. But like I'm not in favor of taking something out just simply because it's effective. But I think that it seems very clear to me that there are like false starts or certain rules that are broken during this tush push that are not, for whatever reason, not being officiated fairly. That's making it very hard for me to like just accept
just turn a blind eye kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly. So I think that's kind of why it throws me into the ugly because like if it's going to be like this all year, it's going to get real ugly. Especially, you know, like if the Eagles continue to do well, like it's just gonna like vault them into the like high end controversy stuff.
As long as that play is legal,
bullshit.
Get Hurts on your roster, like on your fantasy roster, because as long as that play is legal, he is an automatic touchdown.
Getting touchdowns,
and the floor is so high, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
All right, Jason, let's get yours in
got?
before we switch to our
our memes
segment everyone's looking for.
Yeah, right. So my ugly is that Dallas defense. Oh my goodness. So you have 9 yards per play average, and they can't stop. The run defense is actually not too bad, or our offense is pretty poor. But that pass defense is god awful. So and interesting stat, they are now third to last in yards per game, with only the Giants exceeding them and the Baltimore Ravens at last.
I was expecting you to say the Bengals.
No.
The Ravens D is having a pretty hard time for sure.
Which is something I've never heard.
415 yards per game. Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
That's wild. By the way, I love that.
Bears are right there, and Bears are right there too, though, with only 387. So they're right there.
Buff Vibes bringing up the 450-pound.
I saw that.
The Tush
dude
Push
from
Terminator. Yeah. The
Tush
Push Terminator.
Don't you have that in your in memes today? Is that one of your memes?
Was it?
You were sharing it you were sharing it with us, but I don't know if it got to your meme. Your
no,
meme
it did
deck.
not go into the memes. Yeah, it didn't make it to the memes because it was a late edition. But yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that I think it was like a defensive tackle out of Florida, undrafted or something.
If you watch college football, you know who he is because
you know who he is. Yeah,
a behemoth of a human being. Outrageous.
Monstrosity.
So we'll see.
So there you go.
We'll see.
Flusy and the ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there was a meme today there was a meme that was shared right after the game of Flusy's first win with the Bear against Ben Johnson's first win in their post game speech, and the level of cringe.
Way different.
The level of cringe, vibes. The vibe. Yeah, it what do the kids say? It hits different, right? The level of cringe was bad.
Yeah.
Flus's first game though was the win, right? Didn't he? Was it the 49ers?
I can't remember. I try to forget.
Was it the Niners game?
I don't know.
thought it was the Niners game against Trey Lance. That might have been. Maybe I'm a year off. I'd be interested to see what game Flus's first win came from, because I do think that there's a lot different of a vibe if you win your first game, then like you go 0-2 and all of a sudden there's pressure on you and you get that win.
Niners.
Yeah, it was Niners,
It was.
right?
All right.
Which was week 1.
Yeah.
I think it was.
It was week
It was
1.
1 or 2 because it
Yeah.
was because that was the game that Trey Lance got injured when he was the
Yeah,
first,
right.
Which
the
was
first
week
official
1.
start
It was
in the NFL. Yeah.
It was pouring ass rain. They did the slip and slide at the end. That was the Ryan
Right.
Poles, you know,
Yeah.
like yeah. So it was week 1. So I'm not discrediting it because the vibes were way different, but I think there is a difference between winning your first week's game when, you know, like everybody's kind of like expecting this, that we've got, you know,
Yeah,
kind
dude,
of
You met the standard,
did you watch it?
I mean, it was pretty bad. It was
cringe
gross.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I just think but think back to week 1 with Minnesota. Had Ben Johnson won his first game, goddamn
It's
swizzle
creeping
stick.
in.
If Ben Johnson won his first game, I don't think it would have been as crazy of a celebration in the locker room. I still think he would have been, you know, like happy. But anyway, I like it's. I feel like I'm defending fucking Eberflus, which is the last.
Right.
least
I
of
was like,
my-
Yeah,
it didn't have
the
this
last
in
thing
my
I
Just
wanna
go
do
on to the
right
the
now.
day.
Just one of the frick memes, dude. Come on.
So,
All right.
actually, before we get to that was a good transition, actually, because talking about the 49ers, some big injuries this week in
Injuries,
the NFL,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
which is something. Nick Bosa officially to IR, torn ACL.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I said it earlier today. I'll say
Brutal.
it again. I think if the Bengals have another showing like they did this last week, I think they start breaking it down and shipping assets off. I think Hendrickson's the first to go. He's on a 1-year deal. I'd be shocked if they don't send him. A few more big ones. Tyrone Tracy, he's out with a shoulder injury 2 to 4 weeks. In comes Kim Scadaboo, and that Viking of a north-south wrecking ball gets his day in the spotlight. So we're gonna see what he's made of.
He had a decent game too. I think he got in the end zone.
He did a pinball, like I said, wrecking ball, like into the beautiful celebration. The Tutty
quintessential
was nasty.
Scatabo,
Yeah,
for sure.
But Mike
I just
Evans,
like saying his name.
I know, right?
Everybody
He's
does.
got a great last name. But Mike Evans out for a few weeks with a hamstring injury, which is tough. Thank
Man,
God.
hammies are killing.
Yeah.
All
And
over
Hammies
the place, man.
Man, they nag too, which
They're the
sucks,
worst.
especially for an older wide receiver. Mr. 1000, I'd hate to see him break his streak over something stupid like a hamstring, but it is what it is. Speaking of stupid injuries, CeeDee Lamb 3 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Tried to tough it out, came back on the field, couldn't do it. He's out 3 to 4 weeks.
It looked brutal. He's lucky it wasn't worse.
Yeah, they're
Right.
saying it could be 2 weeks. So
Because
a high ankle sprain could be 4.
it used to be like a season record, but
Right.
he came out
Yeah.
like after they ruled him out and tried to get back on the field in the second half. So I'm gonna say he plays. I don't necessarily think it's the best idea, but I think he's gonna play.
I think he goes 2 weeks. I think he says 2 weeks. I don't think he misses 4. But based on what they're talking about the severity, because what you don't want to do is rush him back in.
Right.
Like it's
There's a lot of football to be played yet.
exactly. So that's a big one. Najee Harris, his Achilles absolutely exploded. And to
Between
make
him and
matters
Eckler,
worse,
man.
yeah,
Right in
and
front
Eckler.
of Herbert too. Like Herbert
who
had to
leapt over him, right?
Right.
over to get out of the way of him. This guy
like a
is.
stone cold assassin leapt over his fallen comrade and then threw
Right.
a dot of a pass.
Yeah.
for
Achilles
down.
injuries are like it's like if it was like a heart, it would explode everywhere out onto the field.
It's
but it's
a
like
gruesome
such a
injury
gruesome
for the eyes.
injury.
Yeah, it's brutal.
For sure.
But some big
It's
injuries. Those are tough. But those are some of the bigger ones. Before we head into the memes,
All right, let's move it up.
You ready for the memes?
let's
Let's
do
move
it.
We're
it
all
up.
ready for the memes. All right, here we go.
It's time for some memes.
All right, what do we got? Let me pull it up. We're gonna start with not a funny one, but one that's topical. The Packers have literally trailed for no time in regulation this year, yet somehow they're still not undefeated.
Man, what a stat.
That is a wild stat.
It's pretty brutal. Yeah.
That's
all right, this one
stat.
that was pretty savage. This one came through, and I had to doctor this one up, but it was the number of players who are physically unable to perform.
Did you do that?
I did, yeah. Which 17 is not something to sniff at for sure. but I had
great,
to put the more accurate number on that one. So yeah, 53.
Sorry,
That's
I did leave out one injury. I gotta throw out James Conner out for the year, IR. Look for Benson. He's been sitting in the backup.
Fair, and you also left out Jalen Johnson going officially
I was going more like offensive weapons for the most part, or big name,
fine,
but I'll give it.
Fine.
Yeah,
I threw Bosa in there, so I should have thrown him in there. But
you should have, but you didn't.
James Conner is a tough one.
Noted. Receipts have been taken, and next week's memes will heavily feature the Bengals. But for this week, we got proud dad Jared Goff, 70 career fumbles.
Nice.
This one got me too. The Rams, this is not a joke. The Rams officially ruled out a defender because he got an illness from eating a fucking Philly cheesesteak.
The last time we ate one of these nasty cheesesteaks.
This is not a joke too. This would legitimately happen.
That's freaking hilarious. Look at his face.
Yeah. That's a guy who just ate a fucking cheesesteak for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I told you. Yeah, it was gonna come up. We got the fire Eagles blue says it. That's the post. You're not wrong about that. This was from the Dallas Cowboys.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he's gonna be hanging.
But and then followed up by this one. He finally fixed the Bears offense.
There you go.
Nice.
So, yeah. Who was it? It was another Bears coach. Oh God, well, Lovey. He said, "I think this is the biggest win in my career for the Bears," and he was on the defense.
That was So
that's what got you guys the number one pick in the draft.
Right. That was Lovey's parting gift to us.
Yeah.
And we love it. We love him for it.
He got the meaningless win that cost them the first round.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you, Santa.
We let him know right away. Yeah. We were we were legitimately watching that game, and I think they tweeted right at the Texans thank you.
I hope they flooded whatever foundation he's a part of with donations.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that's probably my favorite thing with the whole Bills Mafia is they always flood. I remember when Andy Dalton threw the game-winning touchdown to put the Bills in the playoffs for literally the first time in decades, and they flooded his foundation with donations. That's the kind of stuff that you love to see in the NFL. That I wish there was more of.
Absolutely.
We love our NFL Santa.
Yep.
Yeah.
NFL fans, when one of their players has an ooh in this, it's so true. Every fucking stadium, it's and you can't tell the difference between boos or oohs. So it's as soon as somebody catches a pass or something, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember back when the Reds had the Boone brothers, and it was always the Boone.
Yeah.
So terrible. So terrible.
Love it.
This one's good. Break it. Next Monday night's Jets Dolphins game is reportedly flexed to Comedy Central.
I saw one earlier today that they were flex that game to 4:30 a.m.
There's so many variations of this one too. It was if you have Friday plans or if you have Monday plans, don't cancel them.
Cancel them.
That one's pretty great.
All right, what do we got next? I don't know. This is crazy. We have defeats.
It's so stupid. That's dad joke central, but it's freaking great.
But you can hear it in your head. We have defeats. Yeah.
That's pretty great.
All right. Yeah, I told you this. Russ was gonna make a comeback in this one. So we got some video here, but Russ throwing.
into the second level.
just fucking yeeted it. Like, yeeted that ball like
It hit the Budweiser sign.
I was like,
It did.
dude,
It probably
there's
did,
some
yeah.
concession stand, some beer
Right.
guy going up the aisles, having
You
no
just get
idea
nailed.
what's coming. Right.
Catches an absolute stray from
Right.
Russell Wilson.
Oh,
That's pretty
All right.
great.
These next ones got some sound, so hopefully they work. But this was good.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I beat him on the cleanest inside last series. Jordan! Jordan, run!
If you hear your offensive lineman screaming, "Run! Run!"
You can hear it. Listen. I'm gonna play it again, and you can kind of hear the offensive lineman say this. Jordan, run!
Bro, I beat him on the cleanest inside
That's
last
incredible.
series. Jordan! Jordan, run!
It's so great.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, we got a comment. You got a pin. You got to pin
Okay.
Mauricio's
All right.
comment. Oh,
All right, let me
God,
pull it
that's
up.
great.
What was it got?
Some kid that was beat on chose the Cowboys to adopt him so he wouldn't get beat again.
Nicely
great.
played, Mauricio.
That's great.
All
All right, and to round out the memes,
Well played,
Jason
Mauricio.
posted this one, but I got a better version of this one. So
Oh, okay. All right.
It's,
I
it's the
sent
bad
this to my-
recorder version.
Oh my
Bad
gosh.
The score at
Oh.
the bottom's the best.
Right.
And just the bad recorder version of it, like playing
Yeah.
the bad
Oh.
flute or whatever. Oh my god, I can't. One more time.
So
One more time.
good.
So good. Oh,
I
God,
love
the
it. I
internet
love
is
it.
undefeated always.
undefeated.
Always.
That one popped up, and I showed it to my wife, and she was even cracking up. That was pretty funny.
That's the memes for
Like,
the
wait,
week.
come
Making
on.
fun of my coach. Sorry, SO. Oh, feels bad, man.
We
Feels
love him.
bad.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
We like his energy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was pretty
Joe-
funny.
Speaking of the internet, Joan sent me a meme, which Joan never sends me a meme. So when it does, it always throws me off guard. But she sent me one that was like, someone had posted like, "Hey, looking for an air fryer that can handle a family of 8." And the first comment was, "All right, take it easy there, Dahmer." The person that posted it was
man.
like, he was sick and he was a murderer. Murder isn't funny. The next comment, first day on the internet, huh?
Oh,
man.
those are you're just there for the comments. You're just there for the
Oh,
comments.
Absolutely.
My
Some
gosh,
videos, you just go straight to the comments.
Right,
You don't even finish
right.
the video.
it was so good. Well, I just want to know who was watching him do that run, and then was like, this could really go good with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, what are these people thinking?
Geniuses.
Geniuses. They're
Really.
not operating on my level. They are operating up here somewhere. They're on
Yeah,
another plane of
absolutely.
existence.
Some people
Yeah.
are built for it.
They
They're
are.
just built for it.
They are. The internet is undefeated. Man, good stuff.
Mhm.
Well,
Man, yeah.
on that note,
Week
So
3. in
we
the
do
books.
have some fantasy studs and duds this week if we're looking
Oh.
to it.
oh,
And honestly,
Let's keep it going.
the studs this week were just completely out of left field. Like that those are the best weeks, right?
Yeah,
So we have
yeah,
Tucker
absolutely.
we have Tucker out of Las Vegas that went absolutely maniacal this week. And it's like 3 touchdowns, like number one offensive like producer above quarterbacks this week, went ham. Caleb Williams cracking the list here.
Mhm.
Doing
right.
his thing. I mean, I had to give
4
a little bit of
touchdowns.
love. As for as
4
much shit as I
touchdowns.
give him from week to week, yeah, I mean, credit where credit is due, right? I mean, he's not Jaden Daniels, but pretty good week.
Pretty good
So-
week.
Jaden Daniels is out with an injury, but
I'm
Jaden
pretending I
Daniels
didn't
is
hear
good.
it.
yeah,
I'm pretending I didn't hear it. I'm just pretending.
Well, we can talk about CJ
Just letting that
Stroud
one-
too, if you want to go like Caleb
Right.
Williams. Like there was the stat split between Caleb and CJ from the moment that CJ gave him the big brother talk. I don't know if you remember that from last year.
Mm-mm.
Like it was like week 2 or something like that. Houston beat him. CJ came over to him post game and gave him a big brother talk. He was like, "Yo, bro, you gotta stop taking all them hits. But man, when you do, you gonna be something big in this league." Like he was just giving him like,
I remember that. Yeah,
and like Caleb was having like none of it. He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then he just like walked
Yeah.
away. But then like somebody showed the splits since that point, and like Caleb's got him beat like on all
Yep.
stats like since that point that he gave him that talk.
You
So,
talk about a fall off. That's a whole nother. That's another
Mhm.
topic for another
Mhm.
pod. But
Stroud.
that's CJ Stroud dropped from the stratosphere
After
has been
how
hard.
promising. Yeah, after how promising his rookie year turned out, I saw a stat today that had a side-by-side comparison between him and Anthony Richardson, and Anthony Richardson's stats are better.
better. Yeah.
Wow.
More
some-
touchdowns, less interceptions, better record, and
Less interceptions. That's saying something.
yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
How many CJ is beating him on taking themselves out of the game though?
So that is fair. CJ Stroud did not walk off the field in the
Right.
middle of a game. So
Right.
apparently
Plus
that's
one
a
for
stat
CJ.
that really holds some weight because
Yeah.
he's getting second, third, and fourth chances. Meanwhile, Anthony Richardson is watching Danny Dimes
Right.
look like Peyton Manning in the exact offense he
for
had
his
last
team.
year.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, exactly.
All right.
But,
What other studs and duds you got?
very
Anything
true.
else?
So yeah, speaking of of the Colts, Jonathan Taylor went absolutely
Mm-hmm.
nuclear this week, which was also fun to see, especially considering, I mean, that 2021 season or whatever it was that he had where he was just lights out and then was just never able to really recreate it.
Yeah.
He's off to a hot start this year, which is exciting. Guy you love to root for.
Yeah. Good guy.
Another stud, Vikings defense. I think they scored like 38 fantasy points this week. Again, it was against my Bengals, which feels real bad, man. But God, that defense went insane this week because it's defense and special teams. So, I mean,
Yeah.
hell, one guy alone had 2 touchdowns on defense, not to mention the special teams plays. So
Yeah.
it was
Good play.
unreal.
Well, hey,
But-
yeah, we talked about like that like 4 or 5 minute span or whatever probably gave him 15 of those 30 points.
yeah.
Right.
And then the
AJ
duds of the
Brown
week.
too, right?
Yeah, AJ Brown had I mean, after a
Yeah.
really rough start to the season,
He
AJ
balled
Brown
out.
finally got his touchdown, and
I didn't-
and that offense looked good.
I didn't cover that because he was part of my good, but or the
Yeah.
Eagles were part of my
The
good,
Eagles were
but
part
yeah,
of your good.
yeah, AJ Brown.
It'd be
just
hard to
had
cover it
game.
all. Like they
Exactly,
look
yeah.
great. They
Yeah.
look great. But yeah, I mean, duds this week. God, you hate to see it for Lamb. You know, it's the same thing with those who started Burrow like week
Yeah.
2. Like you'll lose them right off the bat, and then you're
Right.
just
Against a
festering
team
the
you're
rest of the
thinking
game, you know?
he's gonna feast on too, no less.
Well,
like,
right.
You know, like
I
after
mean-
what
I
Amon
mean,
Ra
what do you mean?
did.
No.
Well, I'm saying after, like
Based
trust
on the
me, I'm-
previous week, you're expecting
previous
to be like,
week,
go.
yeah, you saw what
Yeah.
Amon Ra did to the Bears, and then all of a sudden CD's coming in. You're thinking, as a fantasy owner, you're thinking this is gonna be an absolute feast, and then he goes down in like the first quarter. Pretty brutal.
Yeah. Matt Martin, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, so keep that in mind. You've had a nice
put it
little
up- throw it out
cushion,
there.
but I'm gonna see you tomorrow, and I'm not gonna forget these comments.
Receipts, man. We're capturing the
Yeah,
receipts.
right. But
Anybody else?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Any other duds?
I mean, the duds. Again, it's just the injuries all across the board.
The injuries,
James Conner. You hate to see that.
Connor, yeah, that's brutal.
Obviously, you're gonna talk about Penix, and then Kirk when he got in the game. For that matter, Russell Wilson, just ugly performances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Are there any
Good
games
stuff all around.
or storylines you guys are looking forward to this week?
I'm
just
looking
argue.
forward. Well, I mean, I got Homer. Like this
We have
whole
to Homer at this
we didn't talk about the whole Tom Brady going into Hallis Hall, doing the scouting report. The whole 9 yards. I know that BJ's blowing it off, but this is a thing, and the fact that it's Tom Brady, it just makes you think.
Well, yeah, you have a history of it.
Right.
Hey, John, cover your ears. When you have a history of cheating, the spotlight's on you. So
It's not cheating. It's bending the rules. It's bending the rules.
That's bending the rules like Michigan, and we saw how that landed. So
Hey,
Are we,
I
are we-
watched that night. That they didn't do it. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I said what I said. Put it on the internets.
That's right.
This is forever, buddy. This is
Right.
forever.
That's right. I hate the Wolverines as a grown up an ND fan, and I don't think they did anything wrong. I think if you can do that, that's an advantage.
The good news is we live in America, and you're allowed to be wrong. So it's fine.
That's right. There you go. Cool.
Oh man.
All right. Are we done?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I mean, I'm excited. There's a few. I'm excited to see Jordan Addison back in the mix. So we'll see what that does.
Yeah,
If that opens,
that's a good call there. Yeah,
That is
If
called
that-
good
Sure.
call.
if that opens up Justin Jefferson from a fantasy perspective, one, but just to see if that offense takes another step once you get a little bit of relief off of him. Again, I want to see what Jackson Dart does in New York. Excited to see Cam Scatterby, what he does
Mhm.
and with a full game under his belt, because
Right.
that guy is I said it earlier this week, was like that guy plays. The talent was never in question. It's just that you have a guy that plays like a fullback and a running back body, and it's a longevity
Mhm.
thing. But man, when he's on the field, he's fun to watch. Like he's going to
Sure is.
single-handedly take over the angry run segment on Good Morning Football. Like the guy is a freight train. It's so fun to watch.
It'll be interesting to see Bills how badly they just decimate the Saints. Like they may just put them straight into the freaking ground at that point.
I don't know. It's going to be ugly.
It's
Bills
There's
gonna
no
be
Bills
scenario
Saints,
in
yeah.
which that's a watchable game in the second half.
Right.
I do think probably Eagles and Bucs is high on my list at this point right now.
That'd be
Like, I think
that'd be fun to watch.
It will be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game to watch because I do not think that Baker Mayfield's fourth quarter magic is sustainable, even though he was top on my list of goods from last week. I just don't think that's like a way to like run your season where you just like kind of win it in the fourth quarter, especially against a professional, all around professional team.
The
in
Kansas City
Philadelphia.
Chiefs went to the Super Bowl doing exactly that last year.
No, you're
This is
you're
true.
not wrong, but are we ready to vault
Facts.
the fucking Buccaneers of 2025 into the Chiefs level at this point? It's within the realm of possibility. You're not wrong, which is why this is high on my list, and I'm not ready to necessarily just say, "Oh, this is a trap game." You know, like this is
It will be
where
more difficult without
where the
Mike
Bucs-
Evans. I'll give you that.
exactly. Well, that's true. Yeah, you're right. No, that's a good point. Like, so it's going to be an easy write off if they lose. Oh yeah, we don't have Mike Evans, but
But they have. I mean, with the emergence of Egbuka and Chris,
Egbuka.
Chris coming back
Yeah.
soon. I mean,
Godwin. Yeah.
Not to mention you got
Is Godwin going to be back next?
Bucky. I don't know if he's back. I know he's soon. They didn't put him on IR because they thought they were going to get him back soon. So it's got to be this week.
It's got to be right.
If
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
you're
this
right.
week, it's next week or else why would you have not have put him on IR? So
Fair enough. Colts Rams could be interesting too. Looking at that game,
that's gonna be the shootout that no one expects because
Right.
they hear Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, and like
beginning
whoa.
of the season, they weren't expecting that, but now,
No.
like given where both
Now it's a
those
game.
teams, now yeah, where both those teams are, like you got to expect that to be a shootout. Just kind of looking at
confirmation from Matt Martin, a Bucs fan, back this week. Chris Godwin
the schedule. Nice Godwin. So there you go.
and worse, which is
Packers
also not
Cowboys.
a nothing.
It'll be an interesting game. I think there'll be some juice there, obviously, between the two teams that completed a pretty massive trade. So I'm interested in watching that one just to see if the Cowboys can figure out how to right the ship. If they do, even more fodder for why I'm happy as a Bears fan, because they'll bring the Packers down even another notch.
That game's a win-win as a viewer, right?
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
you either see Dallas upset the Packers and you see them lose again for no reason, or you see Pickens explode and stab someone on the sideline if they lose. So it really is. You're going to be entertained either way.
Yeah. Are you not entertained? Are you
Right.
not entertained?
Like in a gladiator way, you will be entertained watching that game.
The least interesting game is the Dolphins and Panthers.
Yeah,
maybe?
Dolphin. Or
Oh.
no, it's
But
Dolphins and Jets.
Dolphins and Jets. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's a Dolphins and
Bengals
Jets.
Broncos may be rival.
Next week
it's
the
By
Dolphins
way,
and Panthers.
It's the same day. So that's going to be unwatchable football.
I know we talked. It was in the memes. We talked about it being flexed to Comedy Central. I will say it's not my worst game of the week if Fields comes back, because
If Fields come back, I'm watching that game.
friend of the
Right.
program, Justin Fields. I'm curious
Damn,
to see if he bounces back.
Set the OSHA set the counter back to zero.
I
Set
mean,
it back to zero.
we
We gotta
broke
get
our
him on.
streak last week, so
We got to get him
gotta
on.
We got to
We
get
really
We'll
him
get
on.
him on. We'll,
We really
we'll get him
do.
on the pod. For as much as we
Hey.
talk about him, he's got to be on the pod.
we broke the guest seal last week. So I mean, hey,
You're right.
we've got the technology for it now. You know,
Right, that's right.
Yep. Shout out to Dustin. Thanks for hopping on with us last week. And yeah, I think with that said, I'm sure we'll have some picks coming for you for the Thursday night game, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Cool.
He's typically shoots them to me Thursday because he likes to give the most recent
Up to date
money line.
odds.
Odds.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
So we'll still have picks for you. Just because we came on Thursday does not mean we won't have picks for you. So that'll be good. And it was great to have him on.
Going out the freebies.
Hopefully we'll get
Yep.
him out again sometime. We'll get some more guests out from time to time, and hopefully you guys enjoy Tuesday nights a little bit better than Thursday nights. I know.
yeah.
It
Let us know if you
a
like the
bit-
Tuesday better.
Yeah, we're flexible. We're trying to be flexible.
We're
but
trying to be as flexible as we can be, right?
exactly. So if this
There might be a
works for
couple
you
shows
guys,
without this guy on, but we'll figure it out.
we'll see what
figure
we
it
can
out.
do.
We got dad stuff going on.
Right.
Everybody in the audience knows how that
Everybody
goes.
knows.
I've got I've got like 5 extracurricular things happening after school with my girls,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
Jason's juggling 6 parents worth of shit on a
on a
typical
Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah.
So stay with us.
Volleyball,
We're
All
gonna
that,
we're gonna try to figure
We'll
something
navigate.
that works out for everybody. Yeah, we're gonna try to push it as late as we can, or we'll try to keep it on Tuesdays if we can. We'll do whatever we can to get you guys some spare time to watch where you don't have to give up something NFL
Yeah.
related or otherwise.
We knew competing against the NFL was going to be a real tough uphill battle.
It was a
to
bit of a
begin with.
risk for sure.
The issue is, good and bad. The NFL's on 4 days a week,
Mhm.
so
Right.
good and bad, and we're definitely
Kinda
not going to compete with
squeezes-
college football either. So
right.
It squeezes us a
Exactly.
little bit, but
Definitely does.
any
We're prosperous.
any plans for? Well, I usually ask you guys if you guys got any plans for the weekend, but that seems like fucking forever from now. But
Mizzou homecoming. My first Mizzou homecoming.
There you go, breaking the
Nice.
seal.
So, yep.
There you go.
We're in the
Any,
black and gold.
any stories yet? Any I want to come home calls or anything like that
Oh,
yet?
hell no.
Or call
That kid's
jail.
He's living his he's living his best life. I have a feeling that there's going to be some middle-aged man keg stands probably on Saturday.
Ooh.
So we'll
Hey.
we'll
There we
see.
go.
Please take pictures. That
Right.
Pictures or didn't happen.
I will dedicate time in
Right.
the meme segment to show middle-aged man
gosh.
keg stands.
That would be pretty funny.
Absolutely.
That would be pretty
So
funny.
Please
So
take pictures. take
little known
videos.
fact, Mizzou is the birthplace of the homecoming parade and homecoming.
Oh.
So didn't know. Now
Interesting. The more you know.
So-
Who would
I
know?
know. Well, yeah.
Who would
Do,
know?
do, do, do. So,
On that
yeah.
note,
Yep. See you guys.
This is a good
Cheers,
one,
everybody.
guys. This is a fun
It was
one.
a great podcast.
Empty glass.
We will. Yep. Empty glasses
smash
means it's time
mine.
for us to go.
There you go.
All right. We'll
All
see you
right,
guys
guys.
next week. Thanks for
see
hanging
y'all.
out.
All
Take care.
right. See you.
Peace.